Hello dear students, today we will study about operators used in quantum mechanics. Operator is a mathematical instruction which can change a given function into another function. So for example, we have an operator A. When it is applied on function fx, it gives us a new function gx. So here A cap is an operator. For example, if we have an operator d by dx and our function is x raised to power 4, then operator A operated on function fx means d by dx of x raised to power 4. This is 4x cube, and we will say this is a new function gx. So it means when derivative operator applied on x raised to power 4 function, it gives a new function 4x cube. So operator is a mathematical instruction applicable on one function gives us another function. So as we are to study the operators in quantum mechanics, so our main operators in quantum mechanics are linear momentum operator, so first kind of operator that we commonly use in quantum mechanics is linear momentum operator. So we have a function curly psi by curly x is A is constant, exponential function as such, into derivative of power. So curly psi by curly x is A e raised to power minus iota by h cut et minus px. Minus iota by h cut constant comes forward. फर्स्ट टर्म इसमें कोई भी x नहीं है, इट विल बी 0. p constant, x raised to power 1, its derivative is 1. So curly psi by curly x, it will be psi xt plus iota minus minus plus p by h cut. So we can write it like this: p psi xt, h cut goes on other side over iota, curly psi xt by curly x. So if we multiply and divide by iota, so p psi xt, it is iota square in the denominator, it is -1 curly by curly x of psi xt. So this is momentum operator. When operated on a function, it is comparing both sides, we get this is the momentum operator. So comparing both sides, minus iota h cut curly by curly x is called momentum operator. Second kind of operator used in quantum mechanics is energy operator. So for a free particle, again wave function is given by a e raised to power minus iota by h cut et minus px curly psi xt by curly t, a constant exponential function as such, and we multiply it with derivative of the power of the exponential function. So curly psi xt by curly t, it is psi xt minus iota by h cut e into 1 minus 0. So curly psi xt by curly t, it is e psi xt minus iota by h cut. So e psi xt, it comes out to be h cut over minus iota curly psi by curly t xt. Multiply by iota, divide by iota, iota square is -1 minus minus plus, so it will be iota h cut curly psi by curly t xt. So this is the equation by comparing both sides. So this will be our energy operator, iota h cut curly by curly t of is called energy operator. So these are the two main kind of operators used in quantum mechanics. Now before going towards another kind of operators, we come to a third very important term, eigenfunction. So dear students, you might have studied about eigenfunctions in mathematics as well, because quantum mechanics is a mathematical approach dealing with physical systems. That's why we need to study these functions in quantum mechanics. So a function is said to be a eigenfunction if an operator A is applied on a function psi xt, and as a result we get the same function psi xt but multiplied with a constant, multiplied with a constant, like a operator psi xt, it is alpha psi xt. Then this is called eigenfunction of operator A, and this is called eigenvalue of operator A. The few properties an eigenfunction should follow. Properties of eigenfunction. Any function following the above equation is called eigenfunction if it follows these properties, such that function and its derivative. Normally we deal with one-dimensional functions, so I prefer to write psi x and curly psi by curly x. Its first derivative must be single valued. Wave function and its first derivative must be single valued. The function and its first derivative must be finite everywhere. Must be finite everywhere. It should be single valued and it should be having a definite value. Psi x must be continuous everywhere. But its first derivative is continuous everywhere, except at a point where Vx is infinite. Last point, psi x must vanish at infinity. The value of the function should be 0 at infinity. So in quantum mechanics we deal with such kind of functions which follow these relations. The next important kind of function is operator is Hamiltonian operator. The fourth main point, Hamiltonian operator. This operator is very important for exams. It is a total energy operator of a system. it is written with the letter H. So H is the total energy operator, so it will be sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So it will be P square by 2m plus V. So it is 1 by 2m P. P operator is minus iota H cut curly by curly X minus iota H cut curly by curly X plus V. So iota square is minus 1, this minus minus plus, so 1 minus comes here. Double derivative. So this is our Hamiltonian operator. So the main importance of the Hamiltonian operator lies in the fact that we can simplify the time independent Schrodinger wave equation in terms of Hamiltonian. Time independent Schrodinger wave equation in terms of Hamiltonian. So Schrodinger wave equation time independent. So if we simplify this, we can write like this. So we can write it like this. Psi is taken common. This is the Hamiltonian operator. So this is our Schrodinger wave equation that we have studied in the previous lecture, and it can be written in a very simplified way. H psi is equal to E psi in terms of Hamiltonian operator.